Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today, in the Philippines, if the women don't get you, the lifestyle will. But before I get started, let me welcome my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. It's the presidential election today in the Philippines, and in keeping with my word, I'm not leaving the grounds today, not even to ride my bike. I'm going to do my exercises here. I'm just going to be lazy and lounge around all day. I can do that over here in the Philippines. I'm going to respect their suffrage. I'm not going to interfere in any way with this election. Also, I want to thank everybody who made it out to the Sunshine Shoulders meet and greet at Meg's Cafe in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental on Saturday. We also celebrated Marilyn's 40th birthday. Good Lordy, she's 40. People came from all over, Canada, Australia, of course, all over the United States, and then, of course, the Philippines. And, man, we had a blast. We really had a good time. Special shout out to Sam. He flew in from Cavite, General Trias, I believe that's where he stays. Him and his beautiful wife, Nelia. And I want to thank you, brother, for that, making that effort. But you know, the mistake many people make is to believe that the only allure of the Philippines is the tropical beauties everywhere. But what they do is they ignore the tropical beauty all around them. It's a 1-2 punch that very few average Joes from the West can stand. Many of them don't even survive the first week without being spoiled. And you've seen the videos going around YouTube. Some of them are ruined by just the pure goodness of the Philippines. You don't give a dope fiend pure dope, you cut it. But over here, it's pure, man. Uncut loving, non-stop living. And if you don't think I'm playing, you don't believe the magical potion that awaits you over here. Look at this video. You're going to see Sidney Gibson, the 87-year-old man, and from his own mouth, he said, Calvin, he said, I'm doing things over here I never do. He said, when I'm at home, I'm just sitting in the house doing nothing by myself. He's went out to bars, singing karaoke, dancing. He's got a smile on his face, guys, that you can't wipe off. You couldn't give him $1 million for. But I'm going to back that up. I got a message in my Facebook today from a gentleman. Here's his own words, and I quote, flying out later tonight and will be in the Philippines for my birthday. Woohoo! Now, he's already here. He says, I fell in love with a girl from the Philippines. Never, ever figured I'd fall for her whole family. The love, kindness, and respect is unparalleled. I spent the day with Nanay, drank tuba with Tatay. What a wonderful day. I don't want to go home after visiting. See, this is what happens, man. In the Philippines, man, if the women don't get you, the lifestyle will. If you somehow are able to survive that Filipino tune-up that I always tell y'all about with the free oil change and lube job, the lifestyle waiting you over here is certain to floor you. Look at this setting. Look at this venue that I was able to rent over here. Less than $150, guys, and that includes the food and everything. Now, I did pay extra for the karaoke machine, but man, it's a lifestyle over here that I never even dreamed of living, man, not as an average Joe. I told you guys before, they've priced us out of everywhere else. But the Philippines is our paradise, man. We're not going to let anybody take that from us. Here's the type of stuff I do over here. This is on top of what everybody else does, man. We'll go way up in the Don Salvador Mountains, have a cappuccino foam while overlooking all of San Carlos City. This is just for breakfast. Then come back, order a bulalo steak, tender bulalo steak for two, smothered in fresh vegetables and swimming in its own gravy for less than $10. That's for lunch. Then, of course, for dinner, it's whatever you want. Man, I never got a massage in my whole entire life until I started coming over here to the Philippines. I was 45 years old. When I arrived in Cebu, I was getting a massage every single day because I could, having never received a massage. Ditto for the manicure and the pedicure. Never received it till over here. Now I get 2 or 3 a month, man, just because I can. It's that type of lifestyle, guys. You know, if the women don't get you over here, the lifestyle will. This is something out of, remember Robin Leach, The Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous? Over here, the average Joe can live that type of lifestyle. And see, don't get mad at us. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We didn't invent the rules. We're just taking advantage of them. I always like to share this with guys, especially new guys, to let them know, man, when you come over here, man, that unbelievable 20-hour flight or whatever it is that you're taking, it's all worth it. I can't really put it into words what awaits you over here. But that's why I make these videos, especially this one today. I want you to see it for yourself. This guy's 87 years old. Y'all know what he would be doing in America. He already told you. But over here, he's got a beautiful woman, man. She's attentive. She's caring. She's loving. It's uncut. It's pure. I hope he don't overdose. Because I sure did. And I'm not going to lie. It's hard, man, not to become addicted to the lifestyle over here, let alone the women, man. It's a 1-2 punch that very few of us can stand, man. Many of us don't even make it through the first week without getting spoiled. I mean, we'll never go back to where we were before we came here. You heard what the guy said. He said, I don't ever want to go home after visiting this place. And he hasn't even been here but one day. But yeah, guys, if the women don't get you over here, the lifestyle will. We're going to head out again to Cebu. Well, I've got to go to Dumaguete first. I've got to get my NBI clearance. Then, of course, my exit clearance to do my visa run. But I'm coming right back. There's just some things that I've grown accustomed to over here in the Philippines that I don't want to give up. And I will give them up when I go back to the West. Non-stop living, uncut loving, man. I can't get that over there. I was dry as a bone in America. Now, I get it every single day, anytime I want it, wherever I want it, however I want it. See? And I'm going to tell you that's what's waiting for you over here. People make the mistake. They think, oh, them guys are going over there trying to take advantage of those women, those tropical beauties. That's what I call them. But they ignore the tropical beauty all around them. We was talking about this yesterday, and a Filipino said, yeah, in the summertime, Baguio's not so cool. And I was like, summertime? It's summer all year round over here. My definition of summer, 82 degrees. That's the average temperature in the Philippines year round. It's either hot and dry or hot and wet. But either way it goes, it's hot over here. I'm living a lifestyle, a manner of living, let me tell you, man, that I never even knew existed till I was over here, man. Yeah, I did some things. I went to Mexico. I went to Vegas. I went down to Florida and that sort of thing. But nothing compares to what I've been able to experience over here in the Philippines. It's pure goodness, man. And you don't give a dope fiend pure dope. You got to cut it. But they haven't found out a way to cut this over here yet. And I'm glad they haven't, man. Hell, go ahead and come on over and OD. Let me read this again to you. He says, flying out later tonight and will be in the Philippines for my birthday. Woohoo! This is a guy who's waited all the pandemic to get over here, man. His mind is blown already. I hope he don't do nothing stupid and overstay like a lot of guys do over here. A lot of guys come over here not realizing, hey, all you got to do is go down to immigration and renew your visa. They get so stuck, man, that they don't even go down. They just stay here forever. Stuck. Man, I'm going to tell you something, guys. Y'all think I'm overhyping this place. That's what a guy put on my comments, man. He says, oh, you overhyping the Philippines. And when I told Franz that, Franz said, man, that's because he's never been over here. Remember, Franz has only been here one time. He extended again. Imagine that. Here's a guy who was only going to come over here for 30 days. He's going to end up being over here for 90. 90 days. His first trip. Because he listened to me. I made the mistake of coming over here. You know, the first time I came over here, my initial reservation was only for 1 week. I had no idea. I had no clue, man. I just got on the plane and came over. I had to extend a week. That wasn't even enough. Man, that woman showed me loving and kindness that I didn't even know existed, man. That's why I cried when I left, when I was at the damn airport. But yeah, man, just look at this party. Look at all of this, man. Cost me less than $300. This is living. This is something, man, that I just didn't do in America. I was too busy working. Too busy on that hamster wheel trying to make a difference, man. And I wasn't making a difference at all. I want to thank y'all so much again for your kindness and generosity and support of my channel, man. Just being able to share my life with you has been a blessing for me, really. The ups and downs and everything in between, mostly ups. And I'm not overhyping this place, guys. I promise you, I can get you 100, 1,000 people to bear witness to what I'm saying. We had Sam and his beautiful wife, Nelia, over for dinner last night. And we were just talking, and he had waited. I asked him, I said, what did you do in your 2 years away from your wife over there in America? He said, man, I holed up like a hermit. I stayed away from everybody because I didn't want to catch the COVID. I wanted to make sure I was able to get back to the Philippines when it opened. See, that's being sprung. The guy, his name is Raphael, who wrote that message to me. He said, man, I don't ever want to go back home. But he's got to go back. And that's what's waiting for you over here, man. Beautiful women everywhere. And if you're somehow able to survive that, the lifestyle, man, is going to get you. Let me tell you something, man. Love takes time over here, if it ever comes at all. And I want to remind you that. But see, there's some things you can do to keep the Filipino around long enough to fall in love with your character and all that other bullshit that you convince yourself that she likes you for. Number one is a big dick. Okay? And number two is a big lifestyle. One of those two or a combination of both, man, and she's going to stick around. It has nothing to do with money, really. You show her a life that she never even dreamed of, she's going to stick around and fall in love with your character and all that other stuff. Take her to Boracay, which she's never been. A lot of the women that you meet over here, they've never been out of their city. They're too busy working, too busy earning a living. They don't have the money. Take her to Palawan. Even though she's going to have that poker face on, inside, man, she's going to be exploding, man. She's going to be over the top. And she'll never forget you for it. And then she's going to repay you in a way that only the Filipino can repay you. With that pure goodness, that uncut loving, and non-stop living over here, guys. I haven't taken a break since December the 5th, 2018. And I challenge you to come over here and tell me that I'm overhyping the Philippines. It's impossible. There's no way I could put it into words. What's really going on? What really happened to me? But I can just share it the best I can. Every single guy that's visited me in San Carlos City since the Philippines opened will bear witness to what I'm saying. There's a theme that goes through their conversations. And here's what it is. I can't believe I'm over here. I never imagined life to be so good. Every last one of them. And they'll tell you, man, I didn't overhype this place. So thank you so much for stopping by, man. I just want to give some good news every now and then. You know, I had a live stream yesterday and people took it the wrong way, man. Guys, listen, I'm not really worried about those guys for me. I can take it. I'm worried for somebody else, the next guy. Franz was an innocent bystander. We don't need all this stuff. Now, come to find out they're going after other good guys over here, man, because they've placed themselves in a position of being the arbiters of the expat community over here. We didn't come over here for that. We came over here for the 1-2 punch. The tropical beauties and the tropical beauty. So thanks again for stopping by. If you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you find somebody to help. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, by the way. I love my mother. I lost her September 1993. It'll be 30 years in 2023. And I miss her every day. I hope you intentionally find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody in the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat. Buy them something to drink. Give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's not even 8 a.m. yet. It's already Monday morning. Presidential election is here. I'm staying in the house, guys. But I will give a few hundred pesos to Marilyn when she goes to vote. I'm saying, hey, if you see somebody out there in need, give it to them. Because not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. There's no excuse not to help somebody in the Philippines. Everything that they giving us, we should give a little bit back. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. This is the law of compensation. Whatever you give the Filipino, you're going to get it back 10 times, sometimes 100 times. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free. I'll see you next time. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of the party. We had a great time, guys. Maybe next time, maybe next couple of months, I'll have another one after I come back from my visa run. See y'all later. Stay COVID-free out there, man. Remember, the pandemic is still going on.